Yeah, I'm not good at letting things savor.
What does that mean?
No, like, this thing.
Oh.
Downed this.
This
I
is
would've-
from work, yeah.
Yeah, I would have downed this in like 5 minutes. Welcome to this thing.
Hello.
Hi. So, I don't know, what, Mother's Day? Do we want to talk about that?
Okay. It's gonna be Mother's Day tomorrow.
It is. At the time we're recording this, it's the day before Mother's Day.
Pain in the neck. All holidays to me are like horrible.
I love and hate the fact that like you can't say a holiday is bullshit without people climbing down your throat.
I started singing A Christmas Carol today and the guy at work yelled at me and he was like, I hear that enough.
Oh my god.
One time of the year. I don't need you to sing it now.
Yeah.
And like I wasn't singing the whole song. I was just like da 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 do 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 do. You know, and he was like, no. No.
Oh fuck. There's a Halloween song. The song that they sing at the Haunted Mansion in Disneyland or Disney World, whichever one it is. Like,
yeah.
Yeah, the Grim Grinning Ghosts. You never heard that?
I don't know, maybe I just don't know the name of it.
When the crypt doors creak and the tombstones quake, spooks come out for a swinging wake. You've never heard that?
Don't know this song.
Oh my god, it is so goddamn good. That is one of those songs that if I ever get a group of just two other guys to fucking learn the other parts of the song with me, that's the only thing I would want. That's the only thing. Grim Grinning Ghosts. And I want that to happen on Halloween.
You know, there's a okay, so you know about the song. You guys probably all know about the song. Do they even know
it's Christmas time?
It's Christmas.
Don't they know it's Christmas time? I feel the yeah, right.
Yeah, like, do they know it's Christmas time at all? Like people in it's kind of a little bit of an insulting thing.
It's kind of a preachy song
because it's like.
It's definitely a preachy
they
song.
have their own cultures in different places around the world, and you're saying, do they even know it's Christmas time in Africa? Like it's saying like, wow, this country is so poor they don't even have Christmas, or they're in so much. It's a little backhanded, but it was for a good cause, and it was just like, do they even know it's the time of year for goodwill and happiness and charity, and like where we're from, like maybe we're having a great time and they're suffering, so like we should do something about it and like share humanity and whatever.
Yeah.
Goodwill. So all these celebrities in the 80s got together and recorded this song, for a benefit, to raise money for Africa or something like this, right?
Yep.
So
with you so far.
Recently, in 2006, I think it was, that a bunch of indie artists got together to release a tongue-in-cheek record called Do They Even Know It's Halloween? Or do they know it's, and it's just very like, do they know it's Halloween? And it's like Feist and all these people got together.
Oh, that's pretty
Beck and everything, yeah.
Oh, that's pretty funny.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
And it's released by the artist is the North American Halloween Prevention Initiative or something. And, it's like a playoff of, I think, those Parents Against curse words and songs and all that stuff.
Wow.
But I don't know. It was some whole thing. And it was funny that there's
an
a
actual
song.
Initiative with that?
Yeah, it's a... what?
There's an actual initiative?
For the parents?
Yeah, for the parents.
What's that thing that they put on...
the MPAA thing?
Yeah, I don't know if
I'm not sure if that's it, but I know that there's like the parental advisory thing.
I forget what it's a playoff of, but it's something. It's some kind of prevention initiative.
Wow, I knew that there were like pissed off mothers trying to protect their kids from the world, but then there's that shit. Recently, burns my ass.
In the news, some woman who's against
some woman.
She's blames rock and roll for like immoral behavior and thinks that it's like.
There's no arguing with those kinds of people because they're the same ones that'll be like, oh, when contraception happened, that's also when the gay community, a divorce happened. I'm like, well, fuck you.
It's very it's fun, but she was like widely criticized online because she's
like an angry fuck you.
She's mentioning
like, fuck it.
She's like she references Kurt Cobain, who's been dead for over 20 years or whatever, or yeah. So it's just like,
I know in the
what
episode
are
we
you
just
talking
did,
about?
like there's times where I would wish death on someone, but then there's like I want people to just come back. That shouldn't have happened. Kurt Cobain's one of them.
He was really good. I think that's a weird. People like Jimi Hendrix, Kurt Cobain, I don't know, whoever else.
Robin Williams.
Yeah, well, Robin Williams. Robin Williams was pretty old when he died, to tell you the truth.
Well, actually, I found out the other day. Thank you, Reddit, for this. It was he killed himself because of a symptom of Parkinson's.
Right. He was somewhat what did they say? He was, I don't know, but
I think, you know what, it really would have been heartbreaking if we saw him in the way that we see Michael J. Fox right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, 'cause, like,
especially as he gets older.
Yeah, well, Michael J. Fox, you remember hearing about the Michael J. Fox show?
Yeah.
Yeah, that happened recently, and then no one liked it.
I don't know. Yeah.
What else was he in other than Back to the Future?
It's hard to get shows off the ground. Yeah, he had a TV show. He was in the Family Ties or whatever.
Oh yeah? Was that it?
That was like, he was a kid. He was Mikey
Mikey.
No, was he? Was that his name? I don't know. Yeah.
Mikey J. Fox here.
He was the kid on the show though. And then he got older and yeah. But I mean, there's
It's like how Raven Simone. I don't even know what the fuck her last name is. I think she's publicized that. It was like the kid, Trudy on the Cosby Show.
Yeah.
I actually had to do the Bill Cosby impression just to like remember who she was, and now she's like on Broadway and shit. And then I don't know what else.
I think like I've known bands that I really liked them. And they had a certain like momentum. No, not like smaller, like less. Not great examples to mention, but like imagine you know a band and they have some momentum and then they break up. Like
the Beach Boys. No.
Well, they were around for a while. Like I'm talking about like a
60s.
short time. Like Nirvana. Like Nirvana was around for. In the mainstream public eye, like
okay, yeah,
what, like 92, 93, 94 or something, or I don't even, even if you say 1990 to 1994 was when they were like pretty big, it's only 4 years, there's such a short amount of time, and then it ends, and it's like, it's not hard to be good for a short time. It's hard to be good for a really long time. And certain people,
very true.
Like Bob Dylan has like these like seminal albums in the 60s, and then he has, some good stuff in the 70s here and there.
And now he's got gibberish.
And now he's just releasing all this stuff, and it's just not the same kind of, because he's changed, and the world has changed, and like,
fuck, I know how to tie in this thing I wanted to do. Anyways, keep going.
Like Jimi Hendrix, man, like, if he was alive today, he would probably still be making cool music, but it just wouldn't be.
It wouldn't have the same
impact
as like Purple Haze,
It wouldn't be this psychedelic album every album, maybe.
Well,
he'd release like a jazz album, and then he'd go into some weird stuff that's totally different from like a rock kind of thing.
That was right place, right time with him. I think I'd like to see Jimi Hendrix do jazz. You know what I mean? I'd like to see where that would have gone.
Like, look at Paul McCartney today. Like, what's he been doing?
He did a song with Rihanna and Kanye West.
And he's like,
I'm not kidding.
He was like a really great songwriter. I'm sure he still is or could be, but he's not producing like Sgt. Pepper or Stuff with Wings. Even like was good, and like that was. Look at John Lennon. Like, what would he have done? You don't know. It could still be really great, but...
Well, I think... hold on. I think we can extrapolate that with Yoko Ono. I think he would go into the really experimental
She was real weird, yeah. I could see him doing experiments.
But she was a muse for John Lennon, so I think if no one did... If he wasn't killed, then right. I don't think he would be doing, like, more Beatles things. I think he would go... straight into the experimental stuff.
Yeah.
nosedive into that.
My point is like to be on a poster in a college kid's room, you have to reach greatness, which is not like to be on.
It's not the pinnacle
not
of
to
how
be
famous you are.
like don't overlook how like Jim Morrison, man, he had his like greatness, and then he died. So it's like you can make the argument that he was great and he would have continued to be great, and he, you know, even if all you know about him is his peak, he's dead. So you can argue that, like, well, if he was alive, if he had not died, he would have continued. But very few people have like a lifetime like of peaking throughout their lifetime. You know, they reach a point and then they're for.
You know, that's very true, and I think I'm going
they
to
lose it.
launch. I'm going to launch into a whole thing here.
Yeah.
Okay, They Might Be Giants.
Right.
Familiar with them?
Yes.
Do you like their stuff?
It's okay.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. I think they reached their peak in the 90s.
Yeah.
And then they've like been consistently like putting out albums and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They're kind of far-reaching in what they do. But regardless, I went to a show a month or two ago,
Okay.
however the hell long that was. And when I was talking with people there, I'm like, okay, well, what's your favorite album? And it's always was like their first album, their
Right.
second album, which the show primarily focused on. And it's like, well, I wasn't even alive when that album was out. I kind of like this one, which is like closer to now than when I was born. But the thing of it is, the reason that they're like, they did a different track when it came to like having in the music industry. They did something famous. Their big song "Birdhouse in Your Soul."
Yeah.
Back in 1990, I think it was.
Yeah. I know that
and
album.
then they established a fan base after that, so they were able to do all of their like weirder things.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And it's not even bad weird. It's just like, you know, it's rock, but there's also some stranger elements in there.
They a lot of times include scientific stuff, right? And historical facts and stuff.
Yeah.
It's a little bit
There's
nerdy.
a song that they did, Meet James Ensor, Belgium's famous painter.
Yeah.
Dig him up and shake his hand. Appreciate the man. Okay, but the reason that like they're relevant to me right now is because they're doing a song a week thing.
Okay.
And what I want to do is I want to actually be pretentious for a little bit and just like rank what they've been putting out.
Okay.
Just sort of like have my own little blurb for each and be like, well, this one's high up on my list because of this. This one's low on my list because of this.
Mm-hmm.
And I went on the wiki that they have that has all of their songs, and they have like 700 tracks.
Yeah.
Something along those lines. I have no idea how many of those are duplicates of existing songs that they've done, and this is just like the live cover of it.
Right.
But I was weirded out to see that some of the new stuff that they've been putting out is ridiculously low on the list. Like, we're talking like 690. And then there's like the first song that they did on the thing is like number 4.
Mm.
And of course, in the top 10 is always like just the same few songs that everyone
Triangle
already
Man.
knows them by. Yeah, Triangle Man.
Istanbul,
Birdhouse, Istanbul. Yeah, like, they're just out there. And I'm like, how many of... Is this kind of like Beatles, where you have to...
Well...
Yeah, do you have to like compare them to like, this is the new They Might Be Giants, this is the old one?
I guess. I don't know. I haven't really heard their new stuff. I know the old album though, which is I think is why that stuff always shows up, because a lot of people know the old stuff. Not everybody knows the new stuff.
Yeah, it's like, but when I talk to people that are like, oh, They Might Be Giants, like, yeah, they're doing new stuff now. Like, really? They must be like 30 years old. I'm like, yeah, they are. They're still going around. They were actually on Conan recently.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, well, maybe you guys should like stop. Huh?
So I think there was
Not because they're bad. It's just like, well, I think you're like in your 50s now, you know?
I think the late 80s and early 90s was like a zany time in my mind, where things like you had like Mr. T and like Pee Wee Herman. It was like these exaggerated, and so like music videos, like you could afford to have some, especially in the 90s, like late 90s, you saw these bands that were just like more weird, or they had these, especially the one hit wonders, like, I don't know.
Yeah, well, whenever whenever I hear any songs, like you know that like 90s, what is it, synthesizer thing?
Oh, what's that like?
It's like a very sharp sound that
Oh,
I think
yeah,
you can
yeah.
get on a keyboard.
Yeah.
Like I always just associate whenever I hear that in a song, I'm like, okay, well,
An orchestral hit, I think it's called.
is it though?
Yeah, yeah.
Like okay,
Here, wait.
wait, Van Morrison's Jump.
What?
No, not Van Morrison. Is it? No, Jump. Just Jump. Da, 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 like that instrument.
Well, I think that's just strings. But let me find.
But it's like an electronic like hit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. Here, wait. I'm gonna pull up an orchestral hit on my phone and.
The only thing that I remember an orchestral hit from was when I had a keyboard.
That's not really a good example of what I'm looking for. That's like a real orchestra. And I can't stop this. Wait. Oh, man. Here, on a keyboard. This maybe will give... Hear that? Wait. No. Oh, he's gonna do a bunch of...
No.
Maybe.
No.
This is not... He's not playing anything. Here, ready? Right here.
No. Well, no. Kind of. Van Halen, that's it. Van Halen. Van Halen's Jump.
Yeah, Jump.
Yeah, fuck. No, why did I say Van Morrison? Jesus.
There's just strings,
I've been
though.
listening to way too many possible first dance songs. So, like, Van Morrison's Someone Like You.
Yeah.
I'm sure anyone that has been listening to this and is a semi-music buff has probably been screaming at me for the past 5 minutes. I'm trying not to be like a hack here, people. Come on. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah. Something like that.
Like synthwave. Like,
Yeah, synthwave. There we go.
Yeah.
There we go. I was saying like synthesizer. I don't know.
Yeah.
If that was getting through. But yeah, it's like that kind of stuff I always associated with that time period. I'm like, okay, well now I'm listening to a 90s song.
Yeah.
I do want to clarify a point that I was saying before. I'm saying like TMBG should probably stop. Not because I think they're getting bad, but it's clear that they're not in it for the money anymore. They're in for the love of the music.
So they should stop, you think?
No, but like I think at this point it's like, well, I mean it's cool that you're like experimenting and crap, but it's not hitting the same notes, you know?
I think it's just, I don't know if they care.
They're not in it for the money anymore because they released all of their albums on YouTube, full uncut.
I think that it's just it's something that you know.
It's a project.
I think if you told them that, they'd be like, "We don't care what you think. We just like to do this."
I guess so.
It's about us. It's not about you.
But do you think they would still do? Do you think a band would still do their music if no one came to a show?
It depends
Like
on the bands, man.
After they have had a full house, and after they've had moderate success for like a continued period of time, do you think they would still do it after they have had a no show at a concert?
I don't know. I think I would.
I think I wouldn't. I think if I'm not playing to anybody, it's
See,
like,
but
well, you know what? I'm done.
I think
this
that
was a good run.
Also, before I had any of that success, I would still be making music. Anyway, for not trying to like necessarily make a profit off it, just because I liked it.
Yeah.
So.
Man, it is like it's weird to look back and see how many caustic opinions I have. You know what I mean? Like I'm not. I don't know. I know I'm not explaining myself the best way.
Like if I liked music, okay, and then I got in a band and I didn't really have a ton of, you know, I was the drummer in the band. Like I didn't have a ton of creative input. Like they were really writing the songs, and I was just kind of supporting those songs with my percussion. And then we got really famous really easy, and then later it just was not the same. I would probably stop doing it. Like,
yeah. Well, that's like I know. They're not looking for another Birdhouse in Your Soul kind of song. Like I know they're just kind of like doing this because they enjoy it and they're doing different things. But I think at a certain point, it's like, well, I don't think you're striking a chord with people anymore, you know?
Yeah.
Because I know there are some songs out there that are like, well, I know you're just trying to be artsy here.
Mm-hmm.
And I think your fans have spoken. I don't think they like it. But, well, how do you tell them that? That's the thing.
Mm.
How do you let that be known? Me, personally, I don't know.
You don't go to the shows and
Yeah,
you don't download their songs or listen to them as much. I don't know. You just don't support them financially.
Van Morrison, what the fuck was I thinking? I'm not even that big of a music buff anyway, so whatever.
They both have Van in the name.
They do both have Van. That's where I got confused.
I like Van Morrison better than Van Halen.
Yeah, Van Morrison's, he's got some smooth shit.
I like it.
Yeah. I'm like, well, should we circle back to holidays?
Okay.
Because I was about to say, like, well, what should I, like, consider in a first dance song for a wedding? And that's years. That's a year from now. That's a year and a half. Oh, crap.
I don't know, man. First dance, as in the first dance.
Yeah, between a husband and wife.
Oh, that.
I was about to say
dance,
man and wife, and
first...
I'm like, A, that's kind of getting a little sexist now that I think about it. And B, that's what the priest says.
You want it to be sweet, I would think, and not very up-tempo, you know, nice.
Yeah, that's my problem. I'm not big into, like, the slower songs.
Heartfelt.
Maybe I should, like, suggest Kokomo.
Graceful. No, don't do that.
Come on.
I've seen,
I've actually suggested, and, like, semi-seriously, even though it's cheesy and over the top, I suggested Chicago's You're the Inspiration.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's, like, literally one of the worst songs of all time, just because of how cheesy it is.
You need a nice... like sentimental song.
Yeah, we don't have that many sentimental songs. She's one of those people that's like into what's her face, Ingrid Michaelson.
Yeah. So
and as we've learned, I'm into They Might Be Giants. So there's not much overlap.
So do the song "Sweater" by Ingrid Michaelson.
Maybe. Oh,
you know that
I'll
song?
actually give that one a listen. I'll give it a listen later. There's actually a song that I suggested. And she's like, "Oh, that would be a good second, like a song after first dance thing." And like, yeah, well, you know what? I can settle for that. I can settle for second best. It's Matchbox 20's. This Could Be Our Song.
Okay.
It's actually like
nice. That sounds like a good song for the.
It's fun.
Oh, the song is called "The Way I Am." I won't play it. You know what?
I know that one. No, Your Sweater.
No, that's the line.
No, I remember that song.
I don't know. It's for a wedding.
That's actually kind of. It's not bad.
Yeah.
She actually brought up La Vie en Rose.
Okay.
And I'm like, okay, that's a bit classic, but that's a bit generic. You know what I mean?
La Boucher.
Yeah.
No.
La Vie en Rose.
Oh yeah.
That's the one part that I could get. Oh my god! I remember I was trying out for a solo back in show choir once. And it was like Queen's "Somebody to Love."
Yeah.
And when it came time for my part, I actually did Louis Armstrong impression of it.
Queen, man.
Yeah. That's
a hard ticket to punch to sing anything by Queen.
It was. It is. It is.
It's very. Besides the harmonies, just Freddie Mercury singing is very impressive.
How long was Queen around for?
70s, 80s.
70s, 80s?
I would think.
Yeah. Do you think, seeing as how Queen, I don't think Queen didn't not have a good song.
They're interesting. They have a lot of hits.
They do. They have a lot of hits. I can't think of many songs from them that I'm like, I cannot listen to this. Except for Bohemian Rhapsody, which is like overplayed.
It's played
like people are like, oh, I could do all Bohemian Rhapsody. Like, and there was a group in school. I remember this that like, yeah, no, seriously. Like whenever there was like a gathering or a party, they would like just do Bohemian Rhapsody. I'm like, this is getting old, guys. I'm gonna go over there. They were fun. They like really got into it, but at the same time, it was like, this.
I really don't like We Are the Champions as much. It's like weird to me now that because I've been introduced to it.
Yeah, We Are the Champions. We Will Rock You
and stuff. Yeah,
I can't really do that much anymore.
Like with the Mighty Ducks, "We Are the Champions." That's where I know that song from. I don't know, but yeah, like I like Fat Bottom Girls and
I like Flash. Somebody to Love.
Somebody to Love is a great song.
Don't Stop Me Now.
Don't Stop Me Now.
I've actually remember Flash.
Super crazy.
Flash is like one of those like ridiculously epic songs.
Yeah.
That I'm like I love it. I want this to play if this was ever my theme song.
I've heard a really. This is like a little
like
off.
when you're opening a door, just bear with me. You're just dun, 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 dun. You're reaching for the handle. Dun, dun, dun. You just flip it open, just like when the bolt hits. Just like, Flash. You're like standing there. Ah, Savior of the universe. It was like, oh fuck, Dean's here.
I love hearing, like, I didn't hear "Don't Stop Me Now" until I was in college.
Yeah, same here. I thought that was like a shit. I had that confused with "Break My Stride."
Oh, okay.
That song. You know that one?
No.
Because I remember the line in that is just like, nobody's gonna hold me down. I don't know how I got those two confused. But I'm like, oh well. I mean, it's a catchy song, but is that? And then I remember hearing "Don't Stop Me Now." I'm like, wow. This is epic. I
like hearing stuff that I like that is from before I was born, but I like it, but I haven't heard it until now, being introduced to stuff. A lot of times it's through the radio. There's this one song I heard recently called "First I Look at the Purse," and I forget who it's by. The Contours do it, though, and some other rock band does it, but the Contours, they're like this vocal harmony group. You know, probably four guys or something like that, like a quartet. And they
couple of wild and crazy guys.
They do.
Sorry, I had to do that.
It's like the song kind of goes like, some guys look at the eyes, and some guys look at the nose, some guys look at the thighs, and some guys look at her clothes. But then it goes to him, and he's like, well, I don't care. Dun, 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 dun. I don't care if the eyes are crossed. I don't care if the nose is fat. I don't care if the clothes are worn. And it's just basically the punchline is, first I look at the purse. He basically is looking for a girl with money to take care. He's like, I don't care if she looks horrible and is fat or super skinny.
Yeah.
It's like, why waste time looking at the waistline? I'm looking to see if her bills are crisp. It's basically how the song goes. And it's a funny song. It's very funny, It's like the reverse Gold Digger song.
You familiar with Cake?
Yeah. I love Cake.
Short skirt, long jacket.
Yeah, that's a good
Remember
song.
the first time I heard that, I'm like, wow, that's some fucking misdirection right there. But, like, the entire song is like, holy crap, I don't even want to, like, date that girl. I just want to know her. Because she looks fucking cool.
Yeah.
With fingernails that shine like justice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a fucking epic line right there.
Their Cake is good.
Cake is good. Like, I originally got into Cake through Comfort Eagle. There was, like, a Flash tune. There was a music video of that. And I'm like, this is cool music. It's kind of cool. And then I like bought the album. And I remember feeling so fucking cool when I was in middle school. Like, I got Comfort Eagle on my fucking CD player.
Yeah.
Just gonna walk around with that.
It's very chill music to listen to.
It's really cool. And I remember, like, I knew all the songs by. If you know what? I started listening to CDs in my car, like, on my way to work and all that stuff, and like when I'm just driving around. And I've had the latest They Might Be Giants album in there for some time. And the problem with the songs that they've been doing so far, the once a week songs, they're short. They're like 2-minute, 30-second songs. Which I know if you add the extra 30 minutes, then it would seem like a normal one. But since it's not, it's short. But
usually an album's like 40 minutes.
Yeah, so it's like 15 tracks of this. They're not all bad songs. There's a couple of like There are some songs that I want to listen like 20 times on repeat, but I've listened to the entire album maybe 30 times. I think I'm done with that. So
yeah,
I still have my old Cake albums. I think I'm gonna like listen to that now.
Cake is very good to go back to. I like it.
God, yeah, I got Comfort Eagle and Pressure Chief.
Nice. Pressure Chief is good.
Yeah.
They're all good.
Yeah, they're all good.
Fashion Nuggets, nice album.
Showroom of Compassion. Is that the new one?
I think so.
Yeah. I'm fans of them on Facebook, and I gotta say they're getting a little preachy.
Yeah.
But I guess maybe they've always been that way, and I just never realized it.
Yeah, I think they have been. I've seen him at concert. I mean, he'll say at a concert like, you know, you guys should really just be enjoying the concert
And not recording
in the
it.
present moment. Yeah, not recording it.
Yeah.
He always says that, and like a lot of their songs,
No, but like they link to a lot of like justice articles or just
yeah. They're like
alternative articles. I'm like,
they're like that. Yeah.
look, I'm fans of you guys on Facebook because I like your music. I'm not a fan because I want to know about California's water drought. Yeah. So I don't know.
Well, that a lot of people have that kind of feeling that that Eddie Vedder shouldn't be preaching on stage or pushing an agenda, and that you're a musician and you shouldn't really be talking about who you think I should vote for.
But I get that some people think that like once you have an audience, they're interested in what you have to say.
Or maybe you feel like.
And what's the best way to get your word out there? Just
maybe you feel like it's you have an audience, and maybe it's your duty to try to
get them
you
to see
feel
your
like
point of
this
view.
is right, and that the more people you can
I think
share this with.
I think it's more along the lines of, well, if your fans like you, they probably are familiar with your ideology.
Yeah.
But I don't think artists should conflate the fact that they're there for their music, not for their mind.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're there for their music and their mind. No, they're there for the music. That's why they bought the ticket.
Yeah.
Yeah. On that note, Bernie Sanders for president. You like Gentleman Dog Portrait, therefore you endorse that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll get into politics later on when that actually starts. But like, fuck, I'm happy as hell that someone's challenging Hillary Clinton, just for the fact that we don't have to hand it to her.
To me, she just seems like such a polished thing. She's
Would you like to elaborate on that?
A polished politician.
Okay, there we go.
Very impervious to. If you see her, she's bright like a light and just like smiling and alive. And some politicians,
she's conditioned to be a politician.
Everybody's trained, but she just seems to be. Some celebrity, some politicians. Like McCain was not like this.
Yeah. I do feel the need to throw out there as a disclaimer. I am not against Hillary Clinton because she is a woman or anything. I think the nation is ready for a female president. I don't think it's her though.
I think she's. You know what? I think she's gonna get it.
The same reason that people outright said after the 2008 election, we're ready for a black president. That's why I voted for Barack Obama. I'm like, I mean, like he was a better candidate, but I don't think you should vote because of that.
I think she's.
Which I'm already like preparing myself for the groaning and the head banging when people say I voted for Hillary Clinton because she's a woman.
I think that people see her as I think she has a good image. I think she's going to be a strong speaker.
She is, yeah.
And she has experience as secretary. She has experience in the White House in more than just being a wife there.
Which I think she's going to ride on.
I mean, she's part of the president's cabinet. It's just like
we'll save that for when politics are like, especially when like the primaries are up. We'll do that because I want to see who else is going to throw their hat in the ring. But until then, thanks for listening to us. Whoever is out there, please let us know that you actually listen. Until then, I'm going to see what I can do about getting this uploaded regularly.